Hello, welcome to Accounting Hub. I'm Professor George Scarpin, PhD in accounting. And our topic today is depreciation expense. However, very specific topic, how to calculate double declining method on Excel. So first, what is the double declining method? Any method that records greater depreciation expense in the early years and less depreciation expense in the later years is called accelerated depreciation. The declining balance method is a type of accelerated depreciation that multiplies the book value of an asset by a constant depreciation rate. And decline balance rate that is 2 times the straight line rate is called double declining balance method of depreciation. That is what we will do here. And is one method, and they have one thing in common: more depreciation in the first year, less in the later years. US GAAP and also IFRS allows to choose either straight line or accelerated depreciation method. But once chosen, we must use the same method from year to year unless we change it and do a very beautiful note and so on. So the same US GAAP and IFRS. And how do we calculate it? For instance, useful life of 5 years, the straight line rate of depreciation is 20%. And how do we find this 20%? 100% divided by 5. And then we multiply by 2 a double declining double declining balance rate of 40%. But there is a way to do it better on Excel. And how do we do it? So first, let's go here, double declining balance with Excel formula. And let's do it. Let's copy here. You will get the copy version. And here without Excel formula. So let's go without Excel formula for now. So let's assume here a Scarpin Corporation, me, bought an equipment at a total cost of $3 million at the beginning of 2024 or any year. The expected useful life is 8 years and the residual value is 280. So here, so let's add some lines here. Depreciation rate, 100% divided by 5. Oops. And double is 40. So here, first year, when we buy it, net book value, $3 million. How do we find the depreciation expense? The net book value times the double of the depreciation rate, 1.2 million. Accumulated depreciation, 0 plus 1.2 million. Net book value, 3 million minus 1.2 million, 1.8 million. The second year, so we don't consider residual value here, unlike other methods. For the second year is the net book value, not the equipment cost, times 40%. Accumulated depreciation here, and the net book value, oh sorry, the first formula here is wrong. Here minus depreciation expense, and let's copy and paste this formula here. Okay, what is wrong here? Ooh. To fix it, okay, here what is the issue? The net book value is lower than residual value. So the depreciation expense cannot use the formula. So here it would be net book value minus to 80. And then, so here, kind of special number, and the net book value must be, by the end, the same as the residual value. I like yellows and greens. It's the color of Brazilian flag, my home country. So here, see a lot of manual calculations. How do we do it with Excel formula? So here, let's do the net book value, 3 million, accumulated depreciation, plus 0, net book value, minus depreciation expense. Let's copy and paste this formula. Okay, so now let's find the depreciation expense. So let's go to formula, insert function. Let's go here on all. The formula for double declining balance is DDB. DDB, using the double declining balance or some other method you specify. So, okay, let's see the cost. $3 million. Let's fix it. The salvage value or residual value to 80. But why do we need it if we don't use it to calculate it for the last year? So for the last year, we need it. Useful life 5. And why we are fixing? Because we will copy and paste for the next years. Period. First year. Then we don't fix it. Factor. What is this? Is the rate of which the balance declines. If a factor is omitted, it is assumed to be 2. That is the most usual. If you want to be 3, to be 4, to be 5, just add the factor here, 3, 4, 5, and so on. 1.2 million. It matches with our 1.2 million. Now let's copy and paste. See, for the 5th year, without any manual checking, it is here, without any manual checking. 180, 108 and 800. The net book value is here. Easy, huh? Only use the DDB formula. If you go on formula, it is very self-explanatory. So here you can go, only remember to add the dollar sign or currency sign, depending on how you call it in your country, to fix the cost, residual value, and useful life. Easy, huh? However, there is one very specific scenario where you need to adjust your ending balance or your less depreciation expense if the residual value is too low. For instance, 80. Here, it doesn't met here, so here you will need to be 388 minus 80, 308. So that is the only scenario, but that is kind of rare to happen. So usually the residual life is greater because it is the expected value by the end of the useful life. If the double declining method gives you a higher number, it means that your residual value was poorly calculated, because usually it is the opposite. So the last year goes lower. Okay, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have questions or comments, just leave it here or email me. Have a very nice day and God bless you.